Earth's been sitting here for 4.5 billion years. Think about that for a second. In all that time, pretty much everything you can imagine has happened. Volcanoes exploding, floods wiping out coastlines, wars. We're still standing somehow, but honestly, nobody has a damn clue what's coming next. While poking around in the history of ancient civilizations, we found some stuff that really makes you wonder. Scientists recently announced they found the oldest evidence of life on Earth, a 3.5 billion year old biological fossil in Western Australia's Apex Chert Formation. Back then, Earth looked nothing like it does now. Forests everywhere, swamps, trees tall as skyscrapers, and dinosaurs. Dinosaurs absolutely everywhere. Then an asteroid slammed into the planet. Total chaos. Volcanoes went off, earthquakes ripped through continents, tsunamis big enough to swallow entire countries. On top of all that, a massive dust cloud blocked out the sun completely. No sun means dead plants. Dead plants means everything else dies too. Pretty amazing that anything survived at all. Here's what bugs me though. What if there was an evolved human civilization way before us? Or some other intelligent species? Did they get wiped out in some global disaster like the dinosaurs? Maybe we just haven't dug deep enough to find their remains yet. Maybe they were more advanced than us. How would we even know? When you trace back our earliest human ancestors, you're going about 5 to 7 million years. That's a hell of a lot of time for a civilization to develop, get smart, build cities, and then completely screw everything up. But what about modern humans and the civilizations we actually know existed? There's evidence of lost cities and ancient civilizations scattered all over the planet. Want to see how fast a thriving society can just disappear? Check these out. Take the Minoans. Around 3,600 years ago, they built an advanced society on Santorini in the Aegean Sea. Things were going pretty well for them. Then a massive volcano erupted and turned them and their entire city into ash. Done. Just like that. The Maya had writing systems and complex mathematics that would make your head spin. That 2012 end of the world calendar everyone freaked out about, that was theirs. But climate change and constant warfare brought down this incredible civilization faster than you'd think possible. Then there's the Indus Valley Civilization. About 5 million people lived there. They built grand walkways, multi-story brick houses, water drainage systems that would impress modern engineers. Then the rain stopped. Climate shifted. People abandoned the city and that was it. What about the Atlantis legend? Half god, half human inhabitants supposedly. An advanced civilization, naval superpower. Islands loaded with gold and silver. According to Plato, it existed 9,000 years before his time. That would make it seriously old and seriously advanced. Is it really that crazy to think those islands might have flooded over time? Or gotten buried by volcanic activity? The legend's been around forever and we've barely explored the ocean. Could be down there somewhere. Could be total fiction. Your guess is as good as mine. Africa gets called the cradle of humankind for good reason. Somewhere buried in that ground could be remnants of a civilization that existed millions of years ago. We found modern human fossils there that are 300,000 to 400,000 years old. Thousands of different hominid fossils showing humanity evolved there over millions of years. Look at our current civilization. We've only been industrial for a couple centuries, In that short time, we went from horses and buggies to SpaceX. Now imagine a civilization that existed hundreds of thousands of years before us. Over millions of years, they could have built advanced cities like ours, maybe even better ones. Some theories get even weirder. There are people who say the human species might actually be the aliens on this planet, that another intelligent species lived here before us, developed over billions of years until they got so advanced they just left, headed out to the stars, and we're what remained of that ancient civilization, starting from scratch all over again. Obviously, there's no proof of this. After millions of years, there wouldn't be any traces left anyway. Everything decays, gets buried, disappears. But we have found some genuinely strange things, ancient technology that shouldn't have existed when it did based on what we understand. The Vikings had this compass called a Unix Toktav that worked almost as well as GPS. How the hell did they figure that out? In 1938, an archaeologist found what looked like 2,000-year-old batteries near Baghdad, clay jars, asphalt stoppers, iron rods, batteries. 2,000 years ago. But it gets stranger. In 1972, a French factory was importing uranium ore from Oklo in Gabon. The mine looked like a large-scale nuclear reactor that had been running for 500,000 years. 500,000 years. The official explanation, it was a natural phenomenon. But a lot of people say that's impossible. Uranium needs very specific conditions to burn in a reactor. It doesn't just happen randomly. Geologists say these uranium deposits formed through natural nuclear fission back in the Precambrian era, nearly 2 billion years ago. But here's the weird part. The mined uranium had lower uranium-235 concentration than expected. It looked like it had been used in a reactor 2 billion years ago. So did nature really create a perfect nuclear reactor all by itself? Or did we just dig up the remains of a highly advanced civilization that was using nuclear energy while our ancestors were still crawling around in swamps? As our technology improves, we're going to find more evidence of ancient civilizations. We might discover another intelligent species that lived millions of years ago. Just because we're running the planet now doesn't mean we'll be here forever. Our civilization could end the same way the others did. A massive supervolcano, an asteroid we don't see coming, climate change, nuclear war. Take your pick. Earth's been around a long time, but nothing lasts forever. It's kind of wild to think that someday our entire civilization will be erased from the planet. Maybe more evolved humans will discover our remains. Maybe a completely different species will live here after us and wonder who the hell we were. And here's a fun thought. 1,000,000 years from now, some alien species might show up and dig through our ruins, trying to figure out why we had so many coffee shops. Makes you think, doesn't it?